Well, I decided I'm going to pull a second read, and it really just confirms the first one about Koberger being an incel, and he found out he was following all three girls on Messenger. He tried to message and just say, hey, you know, or poke you or whatever they do, you know. So what I got with this, and you'll see, I can't believe it's the same cards pulled. I just like it was. What I got in the center was the messages. He would message them, okay? This is what he was chained to. He's chained to that feeling of rejection, okay? This fueled him, his dark mechanisms, and this just fueled him. And so what we have above it, this is the happenings in the world, the concrete happenings when it came to him being in control or whatever, okay? But it also could be the evidence that is coming forward, because I asked about the evidence in this case. So this is what they've got. They've got a lot of fruitful evidence. I like see it's all armored up here, okay? About, again, the seeds that were planted, the harvest. Now we saw in the other deck that harvest looked ill, okay? It was ill. In his mind, again, the same cards are coming out. He saw her as powerful. She was mentally bright, okay? Was basically above him. This almost became his religious fantasy. This is what was driving him. And this is what he would go home and meditate on, fantasize about, okay? And it was in this dark kind of for him, this subconscious thing, and the things that he was looking at when they wouldn't message him back, give him any play, this really was driving him. So the challenge was getting his opportunity. But unfortunately, it was chained to this dark ideation he had of the stuff, again, that he was carrying. This loss of ego that he had going, okay? Looking over his shoulder about, I was heavy, I lost weight, I did this, all the stuff that was driving him. And this feeling of theft of his ego, etc. You see, it doesn't matter how many times you pull the cards or what decks you use, you're going to get the same thing. If it's on the right alignment, the same things keep coming back through again and again and again and again. Just supporting the original read. So let's see what we have here. Again, we got the same things. This is what fueled him, his actions, because of their happiness, their celebrations. Okay? This is him, the narcissist, or in this case, the incel and narcissist, and this is the stuff he struggled with about the balance in his world. Let's see what we have going. Again, this was the exchange. He tried to make this emotional connection, again, fueled by the lovers, watching them, and what drove him was wanting to come to some sort of a mental action, moved it forward, that fueled his path. This was the mental spin. His mind just kept revolving on this, which subsequently led to the deaths, which he had control of. At the first, again, this made him feel victorious. I'll show them. Okay? You see how this works in tarot? It doesn't matter how many times you throw the cards. You'll get the same thing coming back over and over and over again. This is what took place. This is his mental framework. This is what was driving him. This was his emotional, psychological things that drove his actions in his physical world. Okay? This is the outcome of his mental fixation on this. It became almost a religion of stalking them, going over in his mind it again and again and again and again of his losses, okay? And that his having tried everything that he can try and reaching out and trying to be friendly, what he termed friendly, trying to make a connection, and then rejection, rejection, rejection. Okay? So thanks for tuning in. Just, you know, the more I do the tarot and stuff, the more fascinating, actually, it becomes when you keep seeing numerous tarot readers pulling the same cards as well, pulling the same thing, getting the same information, okay? And you keep pulling the cards and it keeps coming back the same thing, the same thing, the same cycle. Doesn't matter what deck, doesn't matter which way I try to pull it, it comes out to be the same information, okay? It might be stated just a little bit differently in one pull to another, but it will come out to be the same dynamic, same exact things circling around, okay? So thanks for tuning in. Let me know what you think of this, and I'll see you online.